All right, students, we are going to do a little review here. All right, the current president of the United States. And that would be, of course, boy, that's really loud. That would be Donald Trump, of course, in the green. I'm not going to actually play. I'm just going to let the questions go. The current vice president of the United States. You can study from this, of course. And that would be the vice president would be Mike Pence. Next question. The current U.S. senators representing Minnesota. There are two of them. And, of course, they are Amy Klobuchar and Tina Smith. Question number 4. The current Speaker of the House. All these are test questions. Speaker of the House, that would be Nancy Pelosi. Next question. Your current U.S. rep. That is Jim Hagedorn. The current governor of Minnesota is Tim Walz. Your state senator. And that would be Julie A. Rosen. Your state representative, that's Jeremy Munson. Next question. How long does a president serve per term? That's 4 years. How long does a vice president serve per term? That would also be 4 years. How long does a U.S. senator serve per term? The longest term, 6 years. Except for Supreme Court justices who have a life term. Next question. How long does a U.S. rep serve per term? 2 years. Next question. How long does a governor in Minnesota serve per term? In Minnesota, a governor serves 4 years. How long does a state senator serve per term? It's kind of a different one. It's 2 to 4 years. It depends on what year they were elected. So 2 to 4 years is the answer for how long a state senator serves per term. Next question. How long does a state rep serve per term? And you know what? That's the same answer. It's 2 to 4 years. Next question. How many U.S. senators does each state receive? And each state, regardless of population, receives 2 U.S. senators. Next question. How many U.S. senators are there total? Well, if each state gets 2, and there are 50 states, 2 times 50 is 100. Next question. How many U.S. reps are there? It's a large number. It's 435. How many U.S. reps are there in Minnesota? Of course, each state has a different amount. It depends on population. And right now, there are 8 U.S. reps in Minnesota. Next question. Who can veto a federal bill? And the key word there is federal. And when you see federal, you know it's not state, so that is the president. Next question. Who can veto a state bill? And of course, the key word there is state, and that would be the governor. Next question. Who is the commander of the state's armed forces? And that would, of course, be the governor. The key word there is state. Who is the commander of the country's armed forces? And that, of course, would be the president. Next question. Who is the leader of the U.S. Senate? Kind of a tricky question because there's no Speaker of the Senate, but there is a leader, and that would be the Vice President. Next question. Who is the leader of the House of Reps? Maybe I gave it away on the last question, but that would be the Speaker of the House. Currently, Nancy Pelosi. Next question. Who can pardon federal prisoners? And that would be the President. Can pardon federal prisoners? The President can. Next question. Who can pardon state prisoners? And that would be the governor. Although a president... No, I don't exit the game. A president also can veto state or pardon state prisoners. But the governor also has that right. Next question. Who casts a tie-breaking 50-50 vote in the U.S. Senate if they're deadlocked? And that would be the leader of the U.S. Senate, the Vice President. Next question. Who becomes president if the president passes away, resigns, or is impeached? And that would be the Vice President. Presently, Mike Pence. Next question. Who becomes president if both the president and vice president pass away, resign, or are impeached? And that would be, the next in line would be the Speaker of the House. Presently, Nancy Pelosi. Next question. Who appoints individuals to state government positions? State being the key word, that is the governor. Next question. Who can appoint individuals to federal government positions? Federal being the key word, that would be the president. Next question. Who signs state bills into law? And that would be the governor. Who signs federal bills into law? Federal, the key word, that is the president. Who can override a president's veto with a 2/3 supermajority? President, so you know it's federal, that is the U.S. House of Reps. Next question. Who can override a governor's veto with a 2/3 supermajority? And that would be the state House of Reps. Governor, when you see governor, you know it's a state question. Next question. Who can vote to impeach the president? And that is the U.S. House of Reps. Who can vote? Who votes on the president's appointments, Supreme Court, cabinet, etc.? And that is the U.S. Senate who votes. Next question. Who has 100 members? I think we already had this question. It's the U.S. Senate. All right, sixth graders. Now I want to talk about this test. First of all, you might want to take your planners out because, boy, this thing just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Since I am not at school the day before the test, I don't really like the sound of that. So the social studies test has been pushed back once again to Thursday, October 31st. So the test is October 31st. We will review on Wednesday, the 30th. So a Halloween test. You will have a test on Halloween. On Wednesday, we will have play another review game in class. But certainly feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you need to study from. All of the questions you saw on this Kahoot video are questions on the test. So if you have this video down, looks like you're about ready to get a 100% on Thursday. Once again, that's Thursday's test. If you have any questions, I will be back in the building at about 12 o'clock. Feel free to email me. I'd love to help you out as much as I can. Thanks so much. I hope you were good for the sub.